Law of sines is used to solve missing sides or angles in a non-right triangle. Law of sines can be utilized only when an angle-side pair is known. So that's the key idea here, is that an angle-side pair is known. So if we have a triangle, okay, ABC, okay, remember that the lowercase version of that letter would be the side across from the angle. And we would have to know, when I say angle side pair, I mean we would have to know angle A and its corresponding side A in that particular case. So we're going to talk about triangle alg, all right, where angle A is 47, angle G is 53, and side AG is 8. Draw a diagram roughly to scale. Not too worried about the scale of the diagram, okay? But if we have angle A, let's say that's L and this is G, so we know that A is 47, that's given information. We know that G is 53, given information. And we know that side AG, which is also little side L, is 8. Now, typically what I try to tell my students when I taught geometry was to list out everything we're trying to find. That way you know what your givens are and you know what you need to find, and you don't forget about a piece. So our givens here are 47 and 53 and 8, and that tells me what I need to find. Currently, I do not have an angle side pair. Okay, so G and little g, I do not know. Okay, I have little l, but I don't know angle L. I have angle A, but I don't know little a. So there's no angle side pair that's known right now, but I know two sides of the triangle, or excuse me, two angles in the triangle, which means I can find the third angle. And I do that using the triangle angle sum formula, which tells me, triangle angle sum theorem tells me that all the angles in the triangle add up to be 180. So 47 plus 53 plus angle L has to equal 180. So 47, 53 makes 100, which means angle L has to be 80. Now that I found angle L, I have the angle side pair that I need to use law of sines. So let me show you how to set up the law of sines. We have the sine of 80 over the side of 8, and that's going to equal the sine of, let's say, 47 first over side A. At which point I want to cross multiply to solve this proportion. So I'll take 8 times the sine of 47, A times the sine of 80. Now in my calculator, I don't want to round anything off, so I'm going to try to take as many steps as possible to not have to do that. So 8 sine of 47, and then I'll end up dividing by the sine of 80 to get my side A. Okay. And I get 5.94. Typically we round sides to the nearest hundredth, that's 2 decimal places. To find side G, the temptation would be to use Pythagorean theorem, but remember here this is a non-right triangle. That's what causes us to use law of sines to begin with, so we're going to have to use law of sines again. So now I'll still use sine of 80 over 8 as my reference, but then I'm going to use sine of 53 this time over side G. Again, cross multiply, divide by sine of 80, and that will give me my side G. So 8 times the sine of 53, and then divide that answer by the sine of 80 without rounding anything off, and I end up getting 6.49 for that third side. Now, the quick check that you can make, which isn't really a check, but it at least lets you know if you're wildly incorrect, would be that the largest angle always has to be across from the largest side. So largest angle 80, largest side 8. Smallest angle 47, smallest side 594. So that's just a small check that you could do. Law of sines.